Well, I'll tell you one thing, honey child. That Woman Evolved crew did not like my last episode at all, wherein I noted my deep skepticism of whether woman really has evolved. And later, I'll get to all of my esteemed guests in my comment section, tearing your clothes off because I dared to question Sister Cora Jakes. But today, I'm going to talk about this mess going on in the life of Sister Cora Jakes and her husband, Brandon Coleman, with a case update. So, I can ask you again, has woman really evolved?
So when you talk about not being a part of your mess, to me, that's like we got grounded together. Like we've always been in each other's mess. Like we've never not been in each other's mess, ever.
I think it is the gravity of the mess.
Yes, indeed, honey child. It's the gravity of the mess, indeed. Because the gravity is real. And Sister Cora Jakes, I just want to let you know that getting grounded. Okay. Gravity of getting grounded. Okay, anyway. Hi there. I'm Professor Blackmore, and welcome back to my channel. And today, I'm going to respond to the massive outcry in the comment section of my last episode, wherein I simply questioned whether it made sense to take on the stress of inviting 40,000 women to gather in a space that was so far away from the stage that you could watch the thing on TV monitors, when it seemed like you might have had to rely on your daddy to pay off the loss, when he's saying that it didn't make no kind of business sense, or listening to your husband telling you to go into debt because we all know he ain't got a power window. Because it seems that this all really touched a nerve. But in addition, I want to take a closer look at the gravity of the mess, honey child, that Sister Cora has got herself in by providing updates on the criminal case involving the indictment against her husband, Richard Brandon Coleman, surrounding the alleged sexual assault of their so-called adopted daughter. So you can really ask yourself again, has woman really evolved?
Grant Moise and his wife Katie, the CEO of the Dallas Morning News, along with some of their staff. Would you stand? We're so proud to have you. Amen. Thank you so much. We appreciate our long-standing relationship with the Dallas Morning News. I am so excited about this feature that just came out in the Dallas Morning News.
Now, for all of the people in my comment section and all of the people cheering in this audience over there at that Potter's House Church, how evolved are we when the Dallas Morning News seems so cozy with Bishop T.D. Jakes that they have time to write all about you, Bishop, and Sister Sarah and Woman Evolved? Yet and still your son-in-law has been locked up in jail for the alleged sexual assault of a young woman in your family. And the Dallas Morning News does not write one single word about it. And nobody seems interested in getting to the bottom of it. It seems that nobody cares anything about what allegedly happened to this child. So, ladies and gentlemen, and all of y'all little rugrats over there from the Woman Evolved channel, all in my comments, I just question whether woman has really evolved. I mean, it seems that we're so excited. But if this child was really sexually assaulted, why isn't it more important to deal with the gravity of that mess? And why are you so shocked, Sister Sarah, that your sister Cora does not think you have time for her mess, or that you're really serious about wanting to be in her mess. I mean, I don't believe you when I see you sitting up here laughing and making light of it, acting like you really want to be in it.
I would like to offer something for you to consider, and that is that there are some people who want to be in the gravity with you. There are some people who want to get their hands dirty with you. There are some people who believe so fully in your ability to overcome, to rise, to heal, and be whole, that they want to see it from the beginning. So as low as it can get, even better, because I know so much about who you are, not who you have been, not who you could be, but like who you are at your core, that I want to serve you in that process in the same way you served me. I want to reciprocate, even like outside of like traumas that we have experienced, emotional traumas, like when I got my tonsils taken out.
Okay, so getting your tonsils taken out is trauma? Lordy have mercy, baby girl. Getting your tonsils taken out and the alleged sexual assault of your daughter are not the same thing. And I guess I can see why Cora does not share her shit with you, Sister Sarah. Because, I mean, you're living in La La Land. And if you're sitting up here with a mother whose daughter claims she was sexually assaulted, allegedly, by her father, and you're sitting up here talking about the time when you had your tonsils removed, and just at the same time that it seems that Brandon Coleman's attorney might be getting ready to conduct some kind of pretrial activities, in this case, in the blessed name of Jesus, because a mysterious court order appeared on the court's docket, which seems to indicate that the prosecutor will have to turn over records it has received from this subpoena that I previewed in a previous episode of this podcast that was issued by the court on May 19, 2023 to the Texas Child Protective Services, ordering CPS to turn over certain records to the prosecutor's office. And now the court order orders the attorney for Brandon Coleman to, quote, not reveal the identity of any reporter information or foster parent identity to anyone, end quote. And so what do we mean when we say reporter information? Well, that would be like anyone who picked up the phone and called the Popo or CPS and reported that the defendant, i.e. Richard Brandon Coleman, allegedly sexually assaulted said child. Because you'll remember that in a jailhouse interview, Brandon Coleman indicated that Cora reported the child's allegations to the authorities, allegedly.
On the other side to that was just, the reason that I'm even in here was because she called, made a call. So I kind of vary with how that looks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you believe me, and then at the same token, make a call. So, like I said, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't know.
When you say make a call, who did Cora call?
From my understanding, it was her call that got everybody involved as far as CPS and I guess the police department and all that kind of stuff like that.
And now before I go any further, just let me make it clear to everybody that if you are a foster parent under the purview of CPS, you have a duty, whether you think the child lies incessantly or not. You have a duty to pick up the phone and report to CPS any type of abuse that may be going on against the child, whoever it may have been that committed that type of abuse. So in Cora's defense, and I would say that Brandon Coleman, also as a foster parent, an adoptive parent of children within the purview of CPS, should know that he even has a duty to report abuse. And so, notwithstanding all of that, another thing that I find very interesting in all of these documents, the subpoenas, and now this court order, is the continued use of the term foster parent. I really don't believe this child, their adopted daughter, is actually adopted. And I've already talked about all of the reasons that I think that. And this could just be generic terminology that they're using. But I really do not believe the daughter is legally adopted. Now, the court order states further, quote, if defense counsel believes it is necessary to reveal reporter information, foster parent information, or criminal history to anyone, including the defendant, for trial preparation, he or she will seek permission from the court before releasing that information, end quote. And so, Sister Sarah, the gravity of the mess is real, honey child. And I'm not really convinced that you have the time or attention on your Woman Evolve schedule to give full treatment to it.
I'm here. I am present. I am fighting. I am doing the work. I am challenging myself every day. Some days are harder than others. Some days more depressing than others. But I'm a lot better than I was 7 months ago, for sure.
And I don't want our relationship to feel like another place where you have to perform, another place where you have pressure. And so like I'm constantly trying to like bite my tongue, relearn, readjust, make space. And I can imagine that I'm not always very good at that. Guess I'm not. Guess I was spot on with that.
We're both adjusting.
Guess I was spot on with that.
We're both adjusting and relearning.
You know? Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that's one thing we agree on. You don't know. Because, girl, you really don't have a clue. I mean, I guess after a year of getting ready to evolve 40,000 other women, it's something else to realize that you seem so clueless about the fact that your own sister may not even trust you with her own evolution, allegedly.
And I think the saddest part of this state of our lives right now is like not being able to be in it with you, or you wanting to protect us from what that looks like for you, while also watching you invite other people in who you know, maybe don't have the longevity or, you know, the ties. I don't know. Like I'm torn between like, if you're getting what you need, that's all that matters. But if what you're getting is unhealthy, that concerns me. And yet you're a grown woman, and I can't make things be any different than they are.
I don't really believe that you have the time, nor do I believe you really want to be involved in this, Sister Sarah. Allegedly. And it really does not seem like to me that Sister Cora trusts you with her shit. I mean, that's why she's sharing it with other people, Sister Sarah. Oh, but anyway, y'all, because you know, I just ask and report, and I let you decide. So, what do you think? Do you think Sister Cora is trying to protect Sister Sarah from the gravity of the mess? Or do you think she just don't trust her ass? I mean, everybody is clapping and applauding all of the so-called sisterhood they claim they experienced the Woman Evolve. But are we really evolving when a child claims she was sexually assaulted by her father, and all the Dallas Morning News wants to write about is the monetization her auntie's conference will bring the economy of the DFW Metroplex, and her auntie thinks having her tonsils removed is as traumatizing as having her sister's daughter accuse her sister's husband of allegedly sexually abusing said sister's daughter? And is it Sister Sarah's prerogative to sit on her high horse and decide what people are healthy or unhealthy for said sister to talk to about the gravity of her mess? I just seem to want to caution all of us who want to get in my comments when we have a man who allowed his 13-year-old daughter to get pregnant, and now he allows his 13-year-old granddaughter to allegedly get sexually abused. All of the people sitting around her are clapping and applauding for Woman Evolve. What about this young woman? I just can't understand why everybody wants to clap back at me. But I'm just asking the questions, and so please let me know by leaving your comments in the comment section below. And for all of y'all people from that Woman Evolve crew, keep it classy now. And I hope you'll also give me a big thumbs up. And I hope you'll also consider donating to this video and my entire channel ministry by donating to the ProfessorBlackmore.com Cash App. And I hope you'll also subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I come back with more hot tea reactions from the courthouse, the church house, and everywhere else, honey child. And please also follow me on TikTok and Instagram.